We need more strong women like this woman.
Well, for me, why I'm not staying silent is a man and a woman. It's the most basic of truths. It's the essence of humanity, and to deny that we have biological differences, yes, we should be treated equally, but we're not the same.
Yeah.
We're different. And so denying and not acknowledging these biological differences we have, to me, it's a bigger problem than fairness in women's sports. This speaks volumes about our society and the state of our society. If it's now controversial to say what a woman is, we have a sitting Supreme Court justice who can't define a woman because she's not a biologist. That's a problem. Mm-hmm. And so to me, I couldn't just let that go. I didn't want to sit there and be silent and be complacent and be kind and inclusive when in reality, it's not kind and inclusive to affirm these males' identity of themselves. And so what I've been doing a lot of testifying at the state level. There have been 18 states that have passed a fairness in women's sports bill, with several more in the process this legislative cycle, which is phenomenal. And so I've been making my rounds there. I've also been testifying on the state level for the Women's Bill of Rights. It actually just passed on the Senate side in Kansas. It's essentially a bill that codifies the term woman. It defines it as an adult human female, which is crazy that this is necessary.
I come from a time that when I said, hey man, we're going to look for some female, ladies felt offended by that. Because they're like, well, female is used for animals. I'm like, huh? Since when? It actually was because transgender people felt offended by the word. Because if you said female, you're talking about specific people or animals that can have babies, right? And they can. So you were reminding them that they were not women. Kinda weird. But hey, this lady now has to make a bill to use the thing that was offensive to prove a point. Because that's how blurry everything is right now. Here is a video that Mrs. Gaines is trying to promote a specific segment because they're trying to promote the book in a specific way. And while trying to record it, see how people see how the librarian is going to react to this situation.
Hi everyone, Riley Gaines here. As a college swimmer, I went up against some of the best female athletes in the world. But not long ago, it became okay for biological men to compete against women in swimming. This made it much harder for hardworking female competitors such as myself to succeed. I found that most competitors are too scared to speak out against... Okay, this is just immature. And it's honestly extremely disrespectful.
That is.
Like, you guys are old enough to know that that is, like, extremely disrespectful.
Yes.
Like, to slam your feet or books or whatever on the ground, that's pretty ridiculous.
Yeah.
We have 60 more seconds, and that's all that we ask of you guys. And it would be made quicker if we weren't slamming books and stomping our feet.
I'm with you.
Thank you so much.
I guess it's 60, not LGBTQ or something like that, you know?
Okay. Sorry.
Tiny steps. Okay, perfect.
Okay, ready?
Summer County Library voted to fire Alan Morales for his actions related to Kirk Cameron event on February the 25th. Brave Books, As You Grow. This is the guy that was promoting it with her, the book. Charlene Umier, Library, what really happened? I would like to thank Major Clary for being the only person to come forward and defend Henderson-Ownville Public Library. I waited for others to come forward, but instead a commissioner posted an article claiming harassment the day of the event and the video that looks so staged. It reminds me of the 80s days of our live scene, only in a soap. The main star wouldn't act so entitled. Wow, okay, immediately shaming. I don't care, there's no point in reading this, but the thing is, you opened your mouth, acted in a specific way, your boss defended you, and now you feel hurt. And I don't even want to consider this harassment because it's thrown everywhere. But then at the same time, if I did that to an LGBTQ event, it would have been considered violence. Because people are weird these days with the whole topic. That's why we're going to the next one. Yeah, there's more. Just a little more. There's the last one.
I kind of forget, but I actually have a question for you. You being an anthropologist, which anthropology is the study of human civilization, Human.
Biological and social.
So if you were to dig up a human, two humans, and 100 years from now, both man and woman, could you tell the difference? Strictly off of bones.
No. Because it's a large I'm sorry.
Let him have.
Everybody knows that's a big difference in bone structure and stuff like that.
I'm not sure why I'm being laughed at if I'm the expert in the room. Have any of you been to archaeological sites? Have any of you studied biological anthropology? I'm just saying. I've got over 150 years of data.
Yeah, numbers.
I'm just curious as to why I'm being laughed at when I'm the expert in the room.
I actually.
Because it's common sense that the bone structure is way different and you cannot say I don't see the difference between one and the other. Look at this video. So you can see, you can fit a whole freaking ball in between those bones because it's designed to push a little baby out. A man cannot do this. It makes no sense. So the fact that you don't see the difference, I don't need you to tell me I have so many hours. It just tells me you had so many hours and you're still dumber than me. You paid for a study and you sound smart. You have a diploma. Well, maybe you just got it because of affirmative actions, which makes me believe most of you in power, if you're smart, you're a moralist. Or if you're smart, you were chosen because you're not white.
I've got over 150 years of data. I'm just curious as to why I'm being laughed
Yeah,
at.
that's why you're smart.
I believe it or not, I have put a lot of research into this because
I'm a PhD.
I'm not.
I'm a PhD. Let's go!
To you. I'm not comparing myself to you. I'm just telling you that I have considered all viewpoints.
Look, man, all I can say is I'm tired of people telling me they're smarter than me with a PhD or they have more morals than me. And you make no sense. Very simple. And I need to follow that. And the only way I can break through is by being very simple, logical, and you still call me dumb. That's like a person comes tell me I got 500. That's like a person tells me I've researched water for 20 years and water is wet. I'm like, dude, you know what I want to say. But hey, this is a Christian channel. You reap what you sow.